The reason you probably clicked on this video is probably because you're doing research on the Vive XR Elite. Maybe you're a content creator who wants to step up their game by getting some face tracking like mine. Or maybe you're just looking to buy a new headset because it's time to upgrade. Well, my name is Kirby is Epic, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the Vive XR Elite before you consider buying one. Now, before we start talking about the Vive XR Elite, I'm going to leave these timestamps right here in case you want to skip to a part that interests you. Now, when we talk about the Vive XR Elite, I'm going to be talking about it from a wireless point of view because I myself love wireless and I hate wired. So I'm going to be talking about this headset wireless. Now, before you actually go out and buy a Vive XR Elite, I highly recommend you get a PC. And if you already have a PC, that's great news. But the reason I'm saying buy a PC before you get this headset is because the game catalog on the standalone version of the Vive XR Elite isn't very deep like Meta. There's a lot of standalone games that you'll be missing out on when you get a Vive XR Elite by itself. That's why I absolutely recommend you get a PC before anything else before buying this headset. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about is we're going to talk about the issues I have with my Vive XR Elite. You see, one big issue I have with the Vive XR Elite is its battery life. It's very bad, it's very short, and it can get really annoying when you want to play a very long time and you die in about an hour and 30 minutes. However, this problem has a solution. I'm going to tell you how you can get longer battery life with the Vive XR Elite wireless. What I do to last longer playing wireless with my Vive XR Elite is I have a Prism XR battery pack. When you use this battery pack, you're expected to last about 2 hours playing with it wireless. Then once it dies, you're going to want to plug in your headset's battery pack, and while you're playing with that, you're going to want to plug in your Prism XR, and then when your headset's battery dies, you're going to want to go and place your Prism XR back on, and you're going to want to play with that again. Doing this, you can last about 3.5 hours of wireless gameplay. And if you get 2 of these Prism XR battery packs, you can keep hot swapping them back and forth so you can keep playing endlessly wirelessly. Issue number 2 I have with this headset, and that would be the audio quality. You see, this headset does not have a good microphone. I'm just going to be honest. Now, if you're willing to spend a little bit of money, there is a solution for your microphone and the hearing quality. What I personally did to have good audio quality for my voice is I have a Mod Mic Wireless, which you can order on their website. This mic has a few options, and if you want to see more about the microphone, then you should click this video right here. And when it comes to your hearing quality, what I describe it to be is there's no bass like a Quest 2 or Quest 3. However, if you're plugged into your PC and you're using this headset, you can simply use your favorite pair of headphones to connect to Bluetooth on your PC so you have good hearing quality. And for the third but biggest issue, that would be the lens. Unfortunately, this issue has no solution. So if you get a Vive XR Elite, you gotta be willing to accept the fact that your lenses are smaller than a Quest 2 and a Quest 3. You see, these lenses don't use pancake lenses, but they use the old kind, the kind that are a bit smaller. Now, me personally, I got used to my headset, and I personally don't mind the fact that I have smaller lenses. And another thing to be wary is, there's a decent amount of glare. Like I said, I got used to mine. I still love this headset to death, but that is one issue that you can sadly not fix. However, other issues, they're all fixable. You just gotta be smart and know how to troubleshoot with your headset or your PC. Next, let's talk about the face tracking. You see, when you clicked on this video, I bet you're also willing to see what the face tracking is like on this headset because you've heard good things and you've heard bad things about this headset, and that's what made you so questionable about it.
Quick side note right here, virtual desktop does not work with your facial tracker. The data won't send through if you're using virtual desktop. I'm sorry.
However, this headset has amazing face tracking. The only thing that this headset doesn't have is eyebrows. And if that's a no for you, then I'm sorry. It is sad that Vive discontinued their one universal face tracker. However, you can get the facial add-on piece for the Vive XR Elite for about $200 on Vive.com. If you want a comparison video on how this face tracker works, or if you just want to see this face tracker in use itself, then I recommend watching these videos right here. Next, we're going to talk about tracking. You see, this headset was meant to be used with Vive Ultimate trackers. But in my setup, I use Vive 3.0s and lighthouse tracking. So how does that work? Here's the thing about it. As long as you can get into Steam VR, then you can use your lighthouse tracking. And this applies for all headsets. No matter the headset, as long as you have a way to get to Steam VR, then you can use your lighthouse tracking. And if you're curious about continuous tracking, yes, it works for the Vive XR Elite. As long as you have a way to get to Steam VR, it can work for just about any headset, as long as you have a place to tape it on. See, this picture is a picture of my amazing, beautiful headset. And there's a tracker double-sided taped on the back of my headset. That's how continuous tracking works, but it makes my tracking absolutely flawless. So yes, you can use lighthouse tracking on a Vive XR Elite. However, you can only use it in PCVR. Next, we're going to talk about how much this headset weighs. Now check this out. I took a list of 27 different VR headsets and I compared their weight. Now out of the 27 headsets, where did the Vive XR Elite rank? Now where did this headset rank, you ask? It ranked at 16 out of 27, weighing at 1.38 pounds out of 27 different headsets, being evenly distributed due to the battery pack on its back. For comparison, the Vive Flow is only 0.42 pounds. That's extremely light for a VR headset. However, that's just like a casual headset. Now coming in at last is the Vive Pro 2, weighing at 1.87 pounds, which is super heavy. Your neck will be getting a good workout in. Now this list I have right here was made by AI, and it was also corrected by me because there was a few mistakes with the list. If you want the full list, here it is. You can compare the headsets that have face tracking and how much they weigh. The Vive XR Elite is somewhere in the middle, but it's evenly distributed like I said, so your neck won't have an issue holding it up and it won't strain for longer periods of play. Now that we've talked about all the negatives and how much it weighs and how you can use your tracking with it, that's really all the negative things that I've experienced. Now real quick, let's go back to the facial tracking. If you ever have issues like it suddenly stops working or it goes out for a sudden reason, the first thing you can do is try going to vrchat and then clicking the off button and on button for your tracking. And I'll show you exactly what that looks like too. Now do you see I'm in my desktop? You simply turn it off and you turn it on. And that's one way to fix your face tracking. And if that doesn't work, the other way to fix it is to go in your headset's standalone settings and simply turn off the eye or face tracking that's not working and turn it back on again, and it should work. And if that doesn't end up working, simply unconnect your headset and then reconnect it really fast and just turn on one of your controllers and it should come back. That's the way I troubleshoot your facial tracker not working in your headset. Now that we've talked about all the negatives and how to troubleshoot your face tracker and how lighthouse tracking works, if you have any more questions, please go ahead and leave it in my comments. I'm willing to answer every single question you guys have to the best of my ability. So far when having this headset, I've been willing to accept all the negatives about it, and I absolutely love this headset. The only question that's left is, are you willing to overlook the negatives? Are you willing to overlook the bad lenses? Are you willing to overlook the bad mic quality and hearing quality? Are you willing to overlook the bad battery life? Don't forget, every single one of those issues has a solution except the lenses. Anyways, that is all, guys. This is my personal review of the Vive XR Elite. I've never done a review for it before, so let me know how I did. I thought I did a good job about reviewing it. I thought I should review all the negatives, and if people don't like the negatives, then they can go ahead and get another headset. However, there's many benefits, the main thing being how good the facial tracker actually works. Other than that, I absolutely love this headset to death. I love it. I play it every day. And don't forget, if you have any questions, be sure to tell me in my comment section and I'll be willing to answer.